Hi, welcome to my channel. It is me, Gorgeous Gold. I'm coming on to do the fire sign weekly energy update. This is for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. I do want to take a moment just to say thank you to all of y'all that have been supporting me. I am so grateful. I love you and I appreciate you. If you are new to this channel and this message resonates, please hit that subscribe button. That being said, guys, make sure you're liking these videos so that I can reach as many people in the collective as possible. And also, as a way of saying thank you, I will be giving away 3 free tarot readings a month. I've already uploaded the video for January's free giveaway, so I will drop that down below in the description box. Again, that's just my way of saying thank you for all of the support. Guys, we're going to jump right in. I want to ask the universe to place a bubble around me and everyone else that is tuning into this video. Fill that bubble with bright white lights, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. This is a general reading, so it can apply to any area of your life. We'll just go ahead and break it down and see what's happening. The first card out is the 9 of Swords. Okay, then we have the Tower. Then we have the World card. Oh, sorry, it's on this way. This is the vice versa deck, so depending on which side. All right, got our last 2 cards. We have the 10 of Pentacles and we have the Devil. Okay. So, with the 9 of Swords being the first card out and that Devil energy coming out, I feel like ego is working hard this week to try to keep you trapped into some illusion, keeping you kind of in this state of fog or feeling helpless, like whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish is now further away than it is close to you. And what I'm meaning by that, it's like you've been working diligently towards something. Maybe you've been building a relationship, or maybe you've been working on a business. You've had this idea and you've been moving very diligently towards it. Like you saw the vision, you saw that you could make it, you saw that it was close to you. And the closer it gets to you, the more these 9 of Swords, the energy of the past kind of came in, and the energy of the ego was coming in and saying, oh, it's not going to work that way. Things don't flow for you. Like, this is actually impossible. This relationship, there's no way it could be doing that. And that's because you've already closed out that cycle and you're so close to your 10 of Pentacles and to your new cycle, attracting those things that you've been working towards, that this energy wanted to take one more jab and tries to utilize the lessons of the past to do so. So because of the fact that you've been hurt in prior relationships, now you don't want to trust the one that you have. Or because you tried a business venture before and it failed, now you don't want to go at it again. But it's those things only happened as a lesson. They were never meant for you to sit in that stagnancy. With the Tower card coming out after the 9 of Swords, I feel like there is going to be an opportunity presented to you this week where the Tower falls, the mask comes off, that illusion, this 9 of Pentacles or this 9 of Swords energy is immediately cleared from your path, and now your vision becomes clearer. You're able to remember and regain focus and know where you're headed and why you decided to take that path in the first place. Maybe it's going to take you making a couple of changes in how you are approaching things to clear this 9 of Swords up, but there is clarity coming in and the Tower is falling to allow for you to build a new life, to allow you to really be able to identify the fact that this cycle has completed and the fact that you have been presented with all the tools and that in fact you've learned the lessons that you needed, so things aren't going to go down the way that they went down prior to. You're not the same person that you were when that situation happened. You're not the same person that you were when you worked at that job or when you were in that relationship or when you went at that business thing. You've learned and you've grown since then. So don't bring the energy of the past into this new beginning that you have here. And the fact that you're so close to the 10 of Pentacles, that's why the Devil energy is right there. It's like It's going to keep you trapped to those karmic cycles. It's going to keep you trapped to those people and situations and experiences that didn't serve you. You've gone through them 15 times and they've always ended up the same exact way. You just don't need to keep reliving that. If you keep reliving and going back down the same path, then you will continuously get the same results. And that is why the devil energy is attacking you, because you had gotten to this point in your life where you weren't going down the same path, where you had cut that person out, where you had cut that hobby out, or that activity out, or that mindset out. You had cut the Nine of Swords energy out, but it was only temporarily. And now it's coming back around so that it can really, truly be released this time, with the tower falling and all of the illusions that were with that tower going down with it. So this week there could be very well some breakups or some arguments. Maybe you quit your job or you get fired. But whatever obstacles are presented to you, they are actually for the highest good of your heart. And maybe it doesn't look like that. Maybe the tower for you is just an epiphany, because I'm hearing for some people it really is going to be like that, like something that swiftly happened that seems bad on surface, but at the end of the day it brings you fulfillment, because by the end of the week you already have that clarity and you already see what it is, what your next step needs to be. But for others of you, like I said, it could just be an epiphany. It's like the universe sends you a message and then everything else from that point makes sense. You allow the tower to fall. So everyone has the opportunity to allow the tower to fall, but some of us are hard-headed and we don't want the tower to fall, so we'll hold on to it, and then that's when things like getting fired or whatever happens. Whereas when the universe tries to let you quit your job, so then you're ahead of it, you know, it'll send you signs or send you warnings, or you keep getting that just little voice in your head that's like, you really need to do this. You really need to do this. You really need to do this. This is reminding you of your past. This is reminding you of how this went. Remember how you felt when that happened. It's like it sends you little reminders or little nudges in the right direction. But if you don't hear it, then it throws that brick at you, because you've got to get on path, especially for those people that I channel for. Your purpose here is waiting for you, and you're a light worker most likely if you're even seeking these messages of wisdom. So it's just about you seeing that you're so close to the Ten of Pentacles. You have to let the illusions fall. You have to let what you thought was supposed to work fall. You have to move away from this, because even in this card, this is the Chariot. These two little animal things, I don't know what they are. Those are on the Chariot. And I love that they're just walking away too. It's like the tower falls and you instantly are able to get that movement, moving right into your next cycle, moving right. And you've already begun your next cycle. That's the bad part. The Three of Swords. You've already began your next cycle. But because of the past, it's almost like it's almost like you can end up repeating the same thing if you don't move in the right way. We have that Death card, clarifying the tower. That is crazy. That's intense. Okay, Ace of Wands, clarifying the world, which makes perfect sense. The Devil. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of major arcana here. The Judgment card and the Five of Cups. There is a lot of major arcana. And the crazy part is you have all this energy. The Empress wants to come out. Wow. And the Fool. I'm taking them both. And the Ace of Swords. I could keep pulling, but I'm going to take that too. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, let me stop. Or I can pull cards all day. That's crazy. Okay, but as I was saying, even though there's a lot of tumultuous energy going around, a lot of like, it feels like volcanic, like explosive, like you're on the urge, or on the verge, I said on the urge, you're on the verge of like, I don't know, of just, you're on the edge right now, and you're on edge because you're on the edge, but you're still calm, because even as I'm reading, my energy isn't really like, you're not worried about it. You're kind of worried about it, obviously, because it's happening, but at the same time, you've made peace with it, if that makes sense. For those that this is resonating with, then it'll make perfect sense. But it feels like you're not really too stressed out. You're just here. You're waiting for the next step. You've kind of already been getting those little nudges, so you know. And it's like, even when the tower falls, you realize that it was supposed to happen. So it sucks. You're sad. You have those emotions. But it's like, I already knew that was coming, so now I got to keep it pushing. For those of y'all that the tower has already fell, then this week is just going to bring clarity as to why that happened. Because it's like I said, I do see some people, the tower is just an epiphany. Because you've already received your guidance. You may have already acted upon it. And now it's like you're going to receive the piece of the puzzle that you needed in order to realize, like, okay, I'm already in my new cycle. That was just a little bit of the past. That was a little bit of mud on my shoes that was trying to come into this new house that I've bought, but I can't take it with me. So I know how to move forward now. The Three of Swords is right here to clarify the Nine of Swords. So it's like I said, there's been a lot of heartbreak surrounding your past energy. There's been a lot of lies and secrets and fake friends and fake support and fake job opportunities. Like, there's been so much darkness that it obviously would try. That's what the devil would use to attack you, because that's what your life consisted of. That's what your past cycle was. And I know that I'm speaking to myself when I'm doing this reading, because I'm resonating with this so much. Like, there's just been a lot of times where you put yourself out there, you gave more than you received, and you've been left feeling this, like stabbed in the heart, constantly and repeatedly over and over again. So the Nine of Swords is you kind of just sitting there in that space, going back into the space where you were, instead of realizing how far you've come. That's why the Tower is here with that death energy, because at this time, things have already shifted for you. Your new cycle has already began. You've already let go of the past. Everything that's being brought to your attention as of late, and that is still being brought to your attention, is for the universe to get you to see the lesson within it and bring that with you. Not the experience, not that heartbreak, not that anxiety, that depression, that insecurity, that low self-esteem. Not for you to sit in that space. No, you're revisiting it so you can take that lesson with you, because you've already started your new cycle. You don't have time anymore to sit and go back into that space. That's not you. And if you do, that's why the Tower for some of us is going to hit you this week, where you get fired from that job, or, you know, you get broken up with, and it's not to hurt you. It's not to do anything. It's so that you can get onto your next phase, because you've already been needing to do that and you've already been called to do it. Like, it's not going to come as a surprise to you. And I feel like that's honestly what helps you get to it. So this Tower isn't even a dark moment for you. That's the truth. It's just a moment of being placed into the right direction. Like, it's being guided back on path. You know that whatever you lose or whatever is knocked down wasn't supposed to stand. It was never supposed to be here. And the illusions are done. The Death card is here, and I love to see it clarifying the Tower, because it's like, whatever this epiphany is or whatever it is that you may lose this week, you instantly are transformed from it, and it doesn't take you long, because you already seen it coming. You already knew it was time for you to let this part of your life go. You already knew that this mindset didn't serve you anymore. You already knew that you were ready for something new. You already knew that you entered in a new cycle, because you've been doing the work. So it doesn't come as a surprise what was next. It's kind of like, okay, well, I knew this had to happen. Now I'm going on to my next cycle. Sometimes we'll sit in the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords energy because it's comfortable. That we've been in the water with the sharks for so long, it's comfortable to just swim with them. You're not even afraid anymore. Like, you're so used to being on the lookout. That's just how you live. It comes natural to you. Like, you don't even really... The example I just got is like foster kids. They don't really get comfortable being anywhere. And it's sad to say, but they're used to going everywhere. So it's like they don't really see anywhere as home. Even when someone's like, oh, I'm going to adopt you, it takes them sometimes years to even feel like, okay, this person really actually wants me. I'm really staying here. Other than that, they just keep moving. And that's kind of the mindset that you've had, because you've constantly been through so much in your life. You kind of just don't even put all of your eggs in one basket anyways. But you don't have to live that way now. You don't have to feel that way. The universe is truly supporting you, and the tower of you living that way needs to fall. That's all that's standing between you and your dreams. Like, you are right on the other side. You are right here. You're on that edge. All you have to do is jump. And all you lose by jumping is that Nine of Swords, that Three of Swords energy. All you lose by jumping is feeling like you aren't enough, feeling insecure, feeling like you're never going to have a relationship that you deserve, feeling like the career that you want is further away from your reach than it is closer to you, feeling like you're always going to be on the wrong side of karma. You don't have to keep feeling that way, because you're not. This is just for you to heal, and the devil is utilizing it to attack you. The Ace of Wands clarifies that World card. So I've already said thousands of times for y'all that have been on this channel and that have been following me and rocking with me, we've been entering into a new cycle. But in order for you to fully embrace a new cycle, you had to go through a lot of other bullshit. You had to clear out so much energy. You had to clear out a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of people, mindsets, karma. Like, there was so much that went into it. And obviously, if you were clearing out, for me, I'm 25 years old, so to clear out I started my spiritual journey in 2016, so I'm clearing out 22 years. Well, even that counts, the 25 years, but if I just went back to my spiritual marker, I'm clearing out 22 years of karma, and 22 years of heartbreak, and 22 years of all of this gunk, all of this insecurity, feeling like I'm not enough, the doubt, the fears, the programming that I was given by my family that was not as conscious as they should have been. Like, you have to clear all that out. Some of y'all are clearing out 3-4 decades of bullshit. So it wasn't going to happen overnight, and this is literally the end of it. And I've been saying that for a long time, but it's like, imagine you're in the basement right now and you've already cleared out all of those boxes of your whole life, and now you just have one box left that's in the very back corner that you didn't even know was there. That's how far in the back corner it was, and it's like, damn, now I have to go through this box, unpack it. But once you are done, your basement is clean. Once you've completed it, your basement is clean, and you can go down there and remodel, and you get to rebuild, and you get to add everything that you want in there. Instead of having all that leftover storage from your family and from this relationship and that connection and from your past and high school and elementary school, like all of that. It's like, finally you get to unload those boxes. You've already unloaded all of them. You're at your last box. You get to go through that, and boom, your basement is empty. And then you're clear and you're free again. That's why that devil energy is coming in heavy right now, because it's like, no, you can't do this. It's not going to work for you. It's just going to end the same way it always has. It wants you to not pay attention to the 2 cups right there. And then we have that number 20 in the 2020 year. We got those 2 cups right there. So it's like 222 pretty much at this point, 2020. You need to make the judgment this year. Is that how you want to spend your life? Do you want to allow your life to be led through the devil energy of unconsciousness, of feeling like you're never going to get what you want, of feeling like this is just all that life has to offer, feeling like no matter what you do, you're not going to make it to the other side? Because if you want the devil to win, he will. If you want those lower vibrational thoughts to be what leads your life, then they will. But right now, you have the opportunity to make the decision to change this cycle, to change this decade, to change how you move forward and how you show up and view life. But it's only once you make that decision. So this week brings you the opportunity of judgment. Do I want my tower to fall? Do I get ahead of it? Do I let this tower fall and I don't rebuild with the same faulty materials I used this time? Or do I want to go back and play it safe, do what I've always done, be the person I always have been? Like right now, the universe is presenting you with an opportunity to move differently or to continuously move in the way that you've always moved. The direction and the choice is yours. No one else can make that decision for you. No one else has the power to change your life except for you. No one else can decide who you show up as in the world except for you. So it's about action right now, and it's about really being clear, really knowing and understanding your truth. And the outcome for you this week, I feel like so many of us make that right decision, because we have that 10 of Pentacles clarified by what? The Fool, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. So many of us hop off the fucking cliff. We take the leap of faith. We take that risk. We realize that I'd rather be on the other side of karma, the beautiful side of karma, living the life that I was intended to live. I'd rather risk it all by jumping off with just this little knapsack than going back to this Three of Swords and that Nine of Swords. I'd rather risk it all, because at this point it's almost like, what do you have to lose? If you stay where you've already been, you weren't happy there in the first place, so then you're unhappy doing something that you hate. If you take the leap of faith and all else fails, at least you took the leap of faith. You literally have nothing to lose. You took the leap of faith, and you can either fail or you can succeed, but at least you're still not there. If you stay where you were, you're going to be sad and stuck. If you take the leap of faith, you have the opportunity to live a life that you never even knew was possible. You have the opportunity to do something completely different and that honors your truth. And if all else fails and you didn't succeed at whatever it was that you tried, you gained something that you did not have prior to doing that. You gained one step closer to your truth. You were able to discover one more part of yourself, one more part of the universe that you weren't able to. And so it's about you honoring the fear and you moving in that fear and you trusting in the divine. And for that Empress energy to come out, it's for you to create. You to take that leap of faith and trust that your intuition in your life is led through love and that you will be okay. You will be on the right side of karma this time. You will. But you have to take that leap of faith. So I got a new oracle deck, the Keeper of the Light's Oracle, Keepers of the Light. So I'm going to pull 2 cards from that, and that will be the end of our reading. Keepers of the Light Oracle cards for fire signs. That is for 5 cards. I really like this deck, guys. Okay, if some cards don't come out within my next shuffle, I was just going to say, I'm about to pull from a different oracle deck and one more. Okay. So the first card we got was Gaia. And it says, be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth and stay grounded. Okay. You are blessed to receive this great mother card today because it shows the earth that the earth itself, through the image of Gaia, is protecting your path. You are a strong, focused, and loving individual. Stay grounded and don't allow your imagination, ego, or fears to run away with you. Ensure your choices are for the highest good. Gaia is also bringing her motherly love to you and encircling you in a cocoon of peace. If you have had troubles with the mother in your life or are feeling disconnected from or grieving your own mother, Gaia helps you revitalize that connection and will bring healing where it is possible. If you are a mother and are worrying about these duties, know that Gaia is thanking you for your hard work and commitment. The earth is blessed to have you. And then Krishna is your next one. Devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. You have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental, emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. All right, fire signs. Wow, and he has that peacock feather on his head. I love that. You have the ability to change your life right now. What are you going to do with it? How do you want this next decade to look? Really reflect, really meditate, really think about it. Everything came to you as a lesson. Don't allow it to pull you back down. Lead with love. All right, guys, I love you. That has been your weekly energy for this week. Thank you so much for supporting me. Again, please make sure you like these videos, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.